It's going.
All right, we're
Taking
recording.
its time. It's taking its time. Hold on 1 second. There we go. There we go. And we're recording.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is October 15th, 2023, 7:36 p.m. My name is Josh Halafka, Chairman for the Libertarian Party of Florida, and I am officially going to be calling this meeting of the Executive Committee to order. We will go into, at this point, roll call and introduction to guests. Mr. Appler, when you're ready, go ahead with roll call, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Josh Halafka.
Present.
Tim Crosby.
Here.
Edward Appler, present. Patrick Leisner.
Present.
Robert Vincent. Hector Roos.
I'm here.
Lee Koritzer.
Here.
Matt Rice.
Mr. Appler, Mr. Rice reached out to me that he wasn't going to be available tonight, so I'm going to excuse him for this meeting.
Okay, thank you, sir. Joey Ferguson. Leon Armstrong.
Here.
Rachel Danner. Or Rachel McCauley, I'm sorry.
I am here.
Thank you, ma'am. Andrew Barrett. Matt Johnson.
I'm here.
Jeep Drag Quinn.
Present.
Dennis Missigoy. Adam Whitworth.
Present.
Michael Rufo.
Present.
Scott Bath.
Here.
Yana Cosma. Lisa Gansky.
Here.
Only 14 present for quorum.
All right, thank you, Mr. Appler. So we have quorum here tonight. Next item on the agenda will be 10 minutes for public comment. So is there anybody in the gallery not on the executive committee who wishes to be recognized for public comment? All right, hearing and seeing no one looking to be recognized, we will move along to item number 5 on the agenda, which is approval of this agenda here. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Hector Roos moves.
All right, mover is Hector Roos. Do I have a second?
Pat Johnson will second.
All right, Mr. Johnson seconds. Do we have any discussion on the agenda tonight?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Crosby, go ahead. You have the floor.
All right. Yeah, going with tradition here. I've posted a list of all the reports that have not been submitted. So I'd like to remove those from the agenda. That would be DAL 1, Region 1, Region 2, Region 4, 6, 8, 9, 11, 13, 14, affiliate support, audit committee, legislative action, and platform. The list is in the chat for Ed there, but that's the motion.
All right, Mr. Crosby. So these are the ones that you are looking to keep on the, okay, I just wanted to be, all right, ladies and gentlemen. So there's been a motion to amend the agenda to strike all the reports except for the following: Director at Large 1, Regions 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 11, 13, 14. And then from the committee reports, affiliate support, audit, legislative action, and platform would remain as well. Are there any questions on the amendment? Or excuse me, discussion, moreover?
I don't have a comment on
Hector
the amendment.
seconds.
Oh.
I don't have a comment on the amendment, but I do have a question as to why there would be so many reports not up. I'm wondering if anyone else had problems
Sure.
with the bulletin board like I did.
Yeah, I noticed that was a lot of the discussion on the Discord, was that a lot of people just couldn't submit them through the forum. So just want to keep them on here so that we have a record of them. I think that's what was going on. I don't know exactly what the issue is. Maybe we can get communications to speak to that, but that's it.
Well, I mean, maybe we can make that a discussion point during the announcements part, which, you know,
Sure.
generally is a kind of an open forum for us on the EC. So, yeah, we can discuss that later, but I do believe that was an issue. So, this isn't, you know, necessarily a punishment, but we do want to have this on record, guys. So I understand, you know, if you tried to submit your report, I do apologize for the inconvenience here. But there was a second to the amendment there to strike all but those reports in the chat. Is there any discussion on the amendment at this time?
I don't know if it, can I amend my own motion? Because I'm reading here that it says that Leon has she put hers in already. Can you confirm that you got that?
Let me reaffirm. Yes, I see that she did as well. I also see Miss McCulley's was in here prior to the meeting.
Yeah, I caught Miss McCulley's. I did not catch Leon's, so we can remove. Sorry, we can remove Region 4 as well then,
Mr. Crosby,
sir.
I believe my report is in as well for Region 8.
I did not see that one. I know you asked me about it, but I didn't see it. Let me check again.
I'm reading 7-11 this evening.
Oh, yep, I see it. Yep. So
Right.
8 and 4 can be removed as well. Sorry.
Okay, so there is an amendment to the amendment to strike additionally Region 4 and Region, what again, Mr. Crosby? I'm sorry.
8.
Region 4 and Region 8. So the remaining reports would be Director at Large 1, Regions 1, 2, 6, 9, 11, 13, 14, and then Affiliate Support Committee, Audit Committee, Legislative Action Committee, and Platform Committee. Is there a second to the amendment of the amendment?
I'll second.
All right, Mr. Quinn seconds. Is there any discussion on the amendment to the amendment? Hearing no discussion, let's take that to a vote. All in favor of amending the amendment, please say aye.
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 All opposed, please say no. The ayes have it. So we're back on to the main amendment, which was striking all of the reports except for Director at Large 1 report at Region 1, 2, 6, 9, 11, 13, 14's reports, and from the committees, Affiliate Support, Audit, Legislative Action, and Platform. Is there any discussion back on this amendment here? All right, hearing no discussion on the amendment, we'll take it to a quick vote. All in favor of striking these reports, please say aye.
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 All opposed, please say no. All right, sounds like the ayes have it. Moving, so we are back onto the main motion, which is the approval of the amended agenda. Is there any further discussion on the amended agenda? All right, hearing and seeing none once again, we'll take it to a quick vote. All in favor, please say of the amended agenda, please say aye.
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 All opposed, please say no. All right, the ayes have it. Congratulations. We have an approved agenda here. Now moving along here, next item on is item 6, approval of the LPFEC minutes from September 17th, 2023. Do I have somebody looking to move the approval of the meeting minutes?
Dr. Ruth moves.
All right,
Awesome.
mover is Mr. Roos. Second by Mr. Kortzer. Is there any discussion on the meeting minutes? All right, hearing and seeing no one looking for a discussion, we can just move this into a quick vote. All in favor of approving the meeting minutes, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
All right,
All opposed, please say no. All right, the ayes have it. Congratulations, meeting minutes are approved. Moving along, item 7 on the agenda is the LNC report here. I do not see Mr. Benner nor Mr. Cowan on the call here, so we'll table that agenda item if one of them comes on the call and decides they want to speak on behalf, or maybe Mr. Rufo would like to, since he is on the LNC.
I sure can, if that's what everybody wants.
I mean,
Yeah,
don't
fine.
want to. Yeah,
Yeah,
if
it's
you'd
fine.
like, Mr. Rufo. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. So we actually had a 6-figure fundraising month last month, so things are starting to look in the right direction. The Razor's Edge campaign tool is out. Many states are looking to work with it. We've had very positive feedback about it, and there's been a lot of engagement with the staff and with the LNC. We have our in-person meeting coming up in the first week of December. So anyone who wants to come out to LA, that's all been set up. Location is there. Should have been posted on the list where we are and where we're staying. So take a look on the list if you want to. There's just been a lot of cleanup. Unfortunately, we did lose an LNC member. Mr. Donovan Penke did pass. It was a horrible accident. Apparently, he did leave behind his family and his children, and so there's a fundraiser out there that was shared on the LNC list, and if anybody feels like they want to donate to his family and help them in these trying times, obviously, please feel free to do so. And, if you are a religious individual or anything of the sort, please keep his family in your prayers. Outside of that, it's pretty status quo as we move forward towards the convention. The convention packages are out. Everybody can feel free to please, buy your packages now. Our convention is in DC. It's on the main landing page of our website. You can easily find the link. Scroll down about an inch or two and it should be there. Become ungovernable or be ungovernable. I'm sorry, guys. Forgive me on that one. It's one of those two. That is the agenda. That is the convention theme, and we are looking to have a hell of a time. So get your packages, get ready, and let's rock and roll, and let's get our presidential nominee picked. That's all I got, folks.
Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Rufo. Also, I'd like to send my regards to the LNC for you guys acquiring voter gravity for us candidates out there, and for the state affiliates. I think that's going to be a huge tool that we're going to be able to utilize over the next year or two going through the election cycle. So kudos to you guys on the LNC for getting us such a resourceful tool that, could be vital for many candidates, potentially winning their elections out here over the next year or two. So thank you for that. Keep us moving along back on orders of the day here. We have committee reports. We striked many of them, guys. Want to just go in order. Affiliate support, I don't see Miss Baxter on the call, so we will skip over that. If she comes on, we'll get that report at that time. Audit was Mr. Thompson. I don't see Mr. Thompson on the call either tonight, so I'm going to do the same thing. If he comes on, we will get his report at that time. Otherwise, we will keep things moving along. Legislative action is Mr. Vincent. He is also not here. So we will keep with the spirit of tradition so far and keep this moving along. And Mr. Thompson is also the platform committee chair. So it sounds like we will keep things rolling along. So officer reports and comments would be the next item on the agenda. Those have all been struck. So item 10 on the agenda would be the director at large and region reports. At large 1 is Mr. Vincent. He is not here. So once again, keep it moving along. Region 1 is Mr. Rice. He already informed me he wasn't going to be here tonight, guys. So once again, we will continue along. Mr. Ferguson is also not here this evening, it seems. Region 6, Mr. Parrott, do not see on the call either. We do Region 9, Mr. Misigoy, same thing. And then 11 is Mr. Rufo. I do know you are on the call, sir.
Winner, chicken dinner. We got
finally we had to go all the way down to get our glorious first reportee. So, Mr. Rufo, it is my indubitably glorious honor to offer the floor to you for your regional rep report. So, sir, when you're ready, go ahead. I want to hear what's going on in your region.
This is going to be really quick. Unfortunately, things have been very busy on the LNC. That is taking most of my LP bandwidth. Haven't really done much. But if you are in our region and you need to get in touch with me or you want to do something, please feel free to email me at my at-large email with the LNC, which is mike.rufo@lp.org. And I will work with you if you are looking to get something done in our region. But in the meantime, there's a lot going on and there's only one of me, but thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rufo. I appreciate your work on the LNC as well as you being a model member for us down here in Florida, sir. So thank you again. Next up here on the reports we have left is Region 13. That is Ms. Kuzma. She is not on the call this evening. Region 14 would be Ms. Gansky. She is on the call. Ms. Gansky, when you are ready, you have the floor. Go ahead with your report.
Yeah, I was mostly just waiting because I still need to chat with Steven for a full update from Monroe. I have everything else ready, but I just haven't posted it. We have a lot of events coming up. We've got a bunch of us are going to come up to your fundraiser, Josh, on Sunday. And on Monday, we are having a meetup with Chase Oliver. And we are sending a few folks to the Mises Circle, the Mises Institute event that is in Fort Myers. So if anyone else is planning on being there, maybe give me or Hector a shout out because I think both he and I will be going as well as a few other people. That is, what is it, November 4th, Hector? I forget. I think it is November 4th. It's the Saturday.
Yes. And Lee County is offering a hospitality suite for everybody. Their candidates will also be present.
Yeah, and then I'm arranging a Biscayne Bay cleanup on paddle boards and kayaks, which we'll see how that goes. And that will be November 12th. So we have a nice little bunch of events that we're looking forward to. And then myself and Matt are probably going to start putzing around with Nation Builder to get at least like a sort of a template for affiliates or I guess regions that are not yet affiliated, or so that we at least have some kind of a sign up form. We're working with Steven on that, and we'll probably direct it to his LP email But we'll have to figure out how we capture those. So we are working with Nation Builder to try to, I guess, make it easier for those regions who don't have any kind of organization set up yet. So, yeah, that's about it.
Excellent. Glad to hear. Thank you, Ms. Gansky. A lot of events going on down here in the coming future. So if you're down here in the Broward, Miami-Dade area, keep an eye out. We're going to be having a whole bunch of things going on in the future here. All right. So back onto the agenda here, we can move along to item 11, which is unfinished business. We do not have any unfinished business this meeting. Item 12 is new business. Section A is the election of a Region 3 representative. So do we have anybody looking to be or looking to nominate a Region 3 representative? Going once, going twice. All right, so we will move along from item A under new business here. Gonna say once again, if you know anybody looking who is willing to step into that role for the short time period to convention, please let me know. We'll get that on we'll make sure that they're at the next meeting and can get them on for that vote. So moving along here, we have item B, which is motion 820. Title is motion to adopt proposed amendments to the Libertarian Party of Florida's bylaws. Mover is Mr. Crosby on behalf of the Rules Committee. Because it came out of committee, it does not require a second. So Mr. Crosby, would you like to speak to this motion here before we start with discussion?
Sure. Yeah. Basically, the motion is from the Rules Committee, like Josh said. They went through and made a lot of grammatical changes, as Greg so eloquently put it, to harmonize the documents for internal consistency is basically what happened. There are no substantive changes upon my review. There were no substantive changes to any actual rule. It just clarifies things such as Libertarian Party and non-aggression principle instead of NAP or LPF or something like that. It just makes it consistent throughout the document, changes some of the fonts to make them all match and make it easier to read, stuff like that. Like I said, nothing substantive changes. That's for the delegates to do at convention. The intention of this motion is to save us some time when we get to the convention so that Greg doesn't have to read all of the grammatical changes that he made throughout the year. That's basically the idea. Greg, thanks for making yourself available to answer any questions tonight. I know you're always pretty busy. But yeah, he's here to answer those kind of questions. But as for the motion itself, that's what it is. That's what it does. Should be pretty simple.
Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Crosby. We can get into the discussion here at this point. Is there anybody looking to speak in opposition or for the motion here?
I'll speak in motion or in favor if I could. I think we should pass it. It's good. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you just kind of did, Mr. Crosby, but I appreciate the extra input there. Mr. Roos, I see your hand is up. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just wanted to say that these gentlemen of the Rules Committee put in a lot of work over several weeks to bring this to us. So I just want to thank them for their hard work and look forward to approving this.
Thank you, Mr. Roos here. Is there any further discussion on the motion? All right, hearing and seeing none, we can take this, I think, to a quick voice vote over here. All in favor of approving the motion to for the proposed amendments to the LPF bylaws, please say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say no. Congratulations. Sounds like the ayes have it. All of our little grammatical changes for the bylaws have passed. So Thank you, Greg, and thank you to your fellow committee members for your hard work in getting this done. This is the unsexy part of the Rules Committee, is, my opinion is, but very important to make sure that it's consistent and our documents all look as professional as possible if we want to be considered a professional organization. So much appreciated there. That ends out all of our new business for tonight. So we are on to item 13 on the agenda here, which is notice that the next executive committee meeting will be held on November 19th, 2023. Item 14 is announcements, approximately 10 minutes for any announcements. I do have some myself, but before I get into it, is there anybody on the executive committee who has any announcements they'd wish to share? Mr. Crosby, your hand's up. Go ahead, sir. And then Miss McCullough, you'll be after him.
Yeah, I just wanted to re-announce again, like I did at the last meeting, that I will be forced to vacate my position as vice chair here pretty soon. My house went on sale yesterday. Special discount for any LP members that want to buy it, reach out to me. But the house is on sale now, so I'm trying to delay as long as I can. I have not yet heard any interest from anyone else looking to take the position. I just want to iterate that it is very important that we have a vice chair. I believe it is constitutionally required and it is legally required by the state of Florida for us to continue being an organization to have a vice chair. It's one of the few positions, or one of the positions that cannot be combined for the EC. So if you're interested in being vice chair, you want to ask me questions, what it's like, how do you do it, whatever, reach out. That's going to be coming really soon. Like I said, I just put my house on the market yesterday. I don't expect it to be there long.
Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Crosby. Ms. McCullough, you're next, and then Mr. Quinn and Mr. Roos after that.
I just wanted to remind everyone that the Libertarian Party of Duval County will be hosting 6 presidential candidates for a sort of debate on October 21st at 5 p.m. at Blue Sky Golf Club in Jacksonville, Florida. So if anyone wants to come meet 6 of the presidential candidates, come on out.
Awesome. Thank you, Ms. McCullough. I'll be there myself on Saturday for that. So I look forward to seeing everybody who is going to be able to make it up there in attendance there. Mr. Quinn, go ahead. You have the floor, sir. Go when you're ready.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Kind of along the same line, just little announcements. The parties of Hillsborough and Pinellas County will be holding 2 of our potential presidential candidates. Chase Oliver will be at the October 19th meeting at the Break Room Bar and Grill in Clearwater, and Mr. Mike Termat will be there on October 23rd at Wolf Haven Brewing Company in Tampa, Florida.
Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Quinn. Good events there, guys. If you can make it out there, show your support, please absolutely do. Mr. Roos, and then I see Mr. Peel has his hand up. So Hector, you can go first, and then Greg, you'll be next.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just wanted to just share some quick announcements. The 125 speaker this month will be held on October 26th at 8 p.m. on Zoom. That event invite's going to go out tonight. We're going to have Jeremy Kaufman, CEO of Library, a crypto technology entrepreneur you may have heard of. I also want to remind everybody that we have a holiday party on December 6th at the Moose Lodge in Broward County. We're going to announce our speakers, but it may also include Clint Russell from Liberty Lockdown. We're going to be launching a ticketing package for a New Year's Eve vacation package. There's also going to be a reception that people can just come and show up to on December 29th, that Friday. That will go on till January 1st, and of course, not to forget the event. The convention will be January 19th through the 21st. Tickets are on sale. There is a theme contest going on until the end of this month, and we have some great selections already for potential theme contests. But if you have one of your own, it only costs, I believe, $25 to submit your theme contest idea. And just a quick correction, if for Chase Oliver will be in Miami on the 23rd, on that Monday. So not tomorrow, but the following Monday. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Hector. Just one correction. The holiday party is going to be December 9th, not the 6th. I think I have a little bit of a hard time getting so many people out on a Wednesday for that, but
You're right.
otherwise, no worries. Just want to make sure nobody starts looking at their calendars and giving the question marks at me. But awesome. Glad that, a lot of events going on, guys. A lot of good, fun stuff there. Things that are going to bring a few extra people from out of town in. So, keep an eye out for that. Mr. Peel, I see you have your hand up. Go ahead, sir.
Speaking of events, I guess I'll fill in for my region rep and let everyone know that we also have rallies coming up in Brevard County. Both of them are double headers. On October 20th in West Melbourne, we'll have a rally for Grover Bentley for Florida House and Mike Tremont for president. And then October 22nd in Titusville, we'll have a rally for Nathan Slusher for Brevard County and Chase Oliver for president.
Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Peel. I guess I've seen that there's no more hands and I don't stop. So seeing that there's no more hands, Mr. Leisner in the chat said Leon County is hosting a tailgate at FSU next weekend. Check their Facebook for details. Also, they had back-to-back meetings with 20 plus attendees. So awesome to hear. I'm glad to see that Leon County's doing well up there. So a couple things for us down here in Broward County. I know Ms. Gansky brought it up. We're going to be having a event on the 22nd here for myself and my campaign with Mike Termott at the Broward Moose Lodge. If anybody can make it in, please stop by. Be great to see everybody in attendance and kind of get some good photo ops in. Also, just one other little housekeeping piece for us. Unfortunately, because Mr. Vincent has missed 3 or more meetings in a row unexcused with his absences, I'm going to have to notice that next meeting we're going to have, determine that the director at large one seat is vacated, guys. It's per the bylaws. I believe it's also per Florida state law. So, unfortunately, we got to do things by the book so we don't get jammed up later if somebody actually wants to start paying attention to us here. So that doesn't preclude us from adding Mr. Vincent back on even that same meeting to the executive committee at director at large one. But due to the missed absences, we will have to consider his seat as director at large vacated officially next meeting. So be aware of that. That spot's going to be opened up. Once again, if Mr. Vincent is still interested, we can absolutely keep him on the board. We just have to elect him essentially back onto the position. If there's anybody else who is interested that out there, please reach out, let them know. Next meeting, we can have them nominated, added onto the EC there. But otherwise, guys, believe there is no other announcements here tonight. Going once, going twice. All right, so we will move on to the final item on our agenda, which is everybody's favorite. Item 15 is adjournment. So at this time, the chair will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move to
Motion
adjourn.
to adjourn.
Well, I heard Mr. Kortzer first. So Mr. Johnson, would you like the second?
Certainly, I'll second.
All right, so Mr. Kortzer moves for adjournment. Mr. Johnson seconds. Is there any objection to adjournment, ladies and gentlemen?
Mr. Chair, in the name of Mark Reeder, I object.
Is there any substantial objections, ladies and gentlemen? Always well received for a Marcus Reeder spiritual objection there, but hearing no substantial objections, I call this meeting adjourned. Want to thank everybody again for their time. Quick meeting tonight, guys. Thank you for making it smooth and easy.